I was laughing. That shit was funny.
You felt like he handled it right.
I mean, I wouldn't handle it like that, but I just thought it was funny because, you know, Jay is the kind of guy that, you know, you don't see him moving like that much. And when he does move, if it's not like that cool looking, then it's going to be kicks. And also, I feel like nobody teases Jay except me for some reason. You know, when he does something, you know, it's just the first time I've seen people freely expressing themselves. What I'm really happy about is that when they were bombing on me about saying I was broke and all that there wasn't any Instagram, because I'm sure people would have been having mad funny jokes. But I'd have been getting back at niggas. I like this snap. You know, he has to, I don't think he should be mad about it. I think he should just be laughing. That shit was funny. Everybody fights. You know, girls done spit on me before, but I'd be a little bit more, you know, you gotta chill out. You know, like, you know, I wouldn't have just been, I wouldn't have did that and all that.
You wouldn't grab his leg?
Nah. But that's, you know, the shit is funny. You know. But, you know, Jay has to worry about perception because corporately people pay him. So, you know, he really has to play that game. You know, so I thought what was ironic about it was people got to see how he plays shit off. And how something crazy could happen and then 4 seconds later when his camera's on, they act like nothing's going on. I thought that, you know, that was interesting. You know what I mean? To see that and how good he is at it. But then it just kind of exposes it. It's like, how do you trust anything moving forward? You know what I mean? But again, that's and that. But again, he has to worry about what people think, because if people don't like what he's doing, then he won't get that corporate check. You know what I'm saying? I'm not corporate, so we have a completely different mentality for just that. Like, if niggas would have seen a girl flip on me like that, it wouldn't have been no big deal. I would have been laughing. I would have came out, like, I would have been coming out fronting with the cameras. I would have came out, oh, this bitch just put you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, that would have, if he would have been laughing, because I don't care. You know, I think if he cares, then he's probably embarrassed. If he doesn't care, he should be enjoying it. You know, me, I wouldn't care. And I know how it feels to get bombed on in the newspaper. The niggas bombed on me for 5 years straight. I just laughed at it. You saw how I handled it. So, you know, being that I went through it, I could be like that. I could say what I'm saying. And Jay likes to play. You know, he snaps. Last time I saw him, I was like, yo, what was all that Game Made Million shit? And he was like, oh, I was fronting on you. I was like, oh, we playing like that? Bet. As long as you don't get offensive when I play, I'm good. And he's not. So I think he's built better. He should be built stronger than that. You know? I think he's all right. But it is funny. It's kicks.
What do you think about how Instagram and Facebook has been flooded with?
I love it. It's fucking hilarious. I like jokes. I like to laugh. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. It's nothing. Nobody died. You know what I'm saying? Like, when no peace really happened, the shit was just funny. That shit wasn't about nothing. If he's worried about that shit, then that's on him. I wouldn't be. You know, if I was around him, I'd be like, I ain't worried about that. That ain't about nothing. He looked a little funny, but who cares, you know? All the press I ever had rolled up in one is not as funny as this right here.
He said, because that kick when he grabbed it, it was like, you felt like, oh, wait a minute.
But you know, Jay don't be yelling, so you know, he's like, oh, stop. You know, like, that's what I mean, is kicks. Like, if he still hung out with us, we would have been roasting him. You know what I'm saying? We would have been roasting him. He would have been, if he was mad about it, then we would have been laughing even harder, because that's how we get down. But I don't think his circle is like that. Like, I know who he hangs around. I know they probably giggling behind his back, but they're not giggling in front of him. If they are, that's dope. I hope they're laughing at it, you know. But if they aren't, if Noah's laughing, then he need to look at his crew. Like, you're not laughing at me, because that's funny. You know, like one time we was in San Francisco, and like a bird out of nowhere just smacked Jay in the face. That shit, I still laugh over that shit, because it was just an uncool moment. He just don't have very many uncool moments. So it's just fun. And then nobody be trying to laugh, which makes it funny. So, you know, I was on the floor for 3 days, until he was mad, actually. You know, I'd be laughing, man. I don't care. Bird, yo, this shit was the funniest shit. We was going to a Jack in the Crack. It was right from the hotel, and out of left field, a bird just hit this nigga in the face. Yo, I was crying. I was crying. I was laughing so hard, man. You know, like, that's what I'm saying. That's what we do, man. Like, we snap. So, you know, if nothing bad happens, yeah, we gonna laugh, man. Like, that wasn't about nothing. You should enjoy that. I wouldn't be playing none of that off. I'd be like, whatever. If he was trying to holler at my wife, though, that's kind of fucked up. But I don't think he was doing that. That would be bad. That would be dark. That means he really has some resentment. But I would hope that wouldn't be the case.
Do you think that it would have been different if he would have responded any differently, if he would have, like, tried to defend her, you know, like, If he would have been any more aggressive, could you see how that would have hurt his brand?
Nah, I think as long as he don't hurt her, if he'd have looked cooler about, like, there's cool ways to him and chick up without hurting her, man. We all know it. Like, we've all been through that place with our girl, where she's smacking you around or she spits on. Like, I've gone through all of that, but I know I'll be like, you better chill out. Like, I would have been, I wouldn't have been. It didn't look like. Stop that, man. I'm not doing that.